to ensure that somebody tests negative before they leave an approved accommodation by the government when they come into Canada by plane has worked in order to detect cases and to protect Canadians from bringing in variants of COVID-19. We know that we must continue to protect Canadians as a priority during this pandemic, but we also recognize that people who are fully vaccinated should be able to have more freedoms.
That's not how freedom works. That's not how any of this works. Sorry for the bad recording. That's literally video of Justin Trudeau from the House of Commons speaking in French so that something like 60 to 75% of Canadians have literally no chance of understanding what he's saying. Maybe he completely forgot that there's going to be an English translator for him on CPAC. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, for all its flaws and holes, gets one thing right. Where it matters, our charter rights, our enshrined rights, do not begin with the words most people, or some citizens, or the vaccinated have the right. It begins everyone. Every citizen, anyone, has the right. And this motherfucker is pushing for a two-tiered Charter of Rights and Freedoms. One for the vaccinated and one for the rest of us. The CBC tweeted and then quickly deleted this, talking about Ontario health officials saying there are reasons to be optimistic in new modelling data, but stress the only way through the fourth wave, which has not yet begun, of the COVID-19 pandemic, is to maintain commitments to all public health guidelines. Key findings: efforts of Ontarians are making a difference. Cases are cresting at very high levels. ICU occupancy is at record highs and continues to climb. They tweeted this while we are in such decline that Ontario is reopening. And with all the, underquote, variants that are emerging, there's no reason to believe that, like the influenza vaccine that also doesn't really work, we won't see a perpetual need for annual booster shots for this coronavirus. And forcing into perpetuity two sets of rules. A charter of rights for one group and a separate charter for the others. CBC is already breaking news about a fourth wave that hasn't happened, but it seems that they're prepared to, end the opening and re-lockdown and try to force more and more people to get vaccinated. The vaccine passports are coming, and if you don't renew your vaccine passport annually, well, you won't get to enjoy all the rights and freedoms of the vaccinated people. I've got a lot of friends and people I know outside of Canada, and for the longest time, they've all laughed at us. Americans, Scandinavians, Europeans, white Africans. They've all been laughing. Haha, Canada, a meme country. What a joke with your socialized healthcare and no guns and ha 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 ha. So polite you are. They're not laughing anymore. They're terrified for us. They see us as a medical plutocracy. We've had the worst, most egregious lockdowns outside of maybe Australia. But Australia's lockdowns, while arguably worse, were shorter. In 2020, most small businesses averaged being open 88 days. Out of 365 days, they were open for 88 days. And now, even though they've already been offered the opportunity to open and then had it removed again, and a lot of places that have perishable goods as part of their products or services spent tons of money on restocking and then basically threw that money away. We opened up today. I'd be surprised if it lasts more than a week before they shut it down again in an attempt to cripple more small businesses. Get the vaccine, work for Amazon, live in the pod, eat the bugs. Or things will be worse than that? I don't know. Fuck. I'd rather be in the gulag. See you in the gulags. Relevant links to shit I said in the description? Maybe. I'm Irving Twin. Like, subscribe, or don't. It's a free country. At least it used to be.